I don't know where Schwa's going. I don't know where I'm going. I followed Schwa. I followed Schwa and all I found was half-chewed socks.
Am I alone here?
Am I alone here? Never mind all the boners and undead everywhere.
I swear this guy used to
And
be
he
bigger.
crawls out of here in his game suit. And if you look at what
That's
the
because
is wearing,
he's got a bear trap on his head, just like Turin wearing that helm. Ah,
why is
dude.
he so much bigger than everyone else?
They bring him big in Texas.
Grasping bait, you're slowly dying.
Cavalry Defiance.
Suddenly the door slips open.
That's convenient. Wouldn't it suck if they just didn't open the door for you? These full bright guys walking up the wall you can see from a mile away because the wall's pitch black.
More in the closet.
Oh, Schwa, you gotta come back. You gotta witness the lore. You wanna get the full Diablo 3 experience, don't you?
My lord, the prisoner is ready, as you requested.
Thank you, Eliza.
Notice how
Your loyalty
her head is like
in the midst of all these traitors.
less than half the size of the hole.
My own wife and queen conspiring against our kingdom.
My love, I swear, I have never betrayed you.
She seems very calm for someone who's about to get her head chopped off.
Do you like that there's fresh blood on the ground now from the ghost?
Till the very end.
And then,
The whole thing just...
Yorick was only able to resist
yeah.
because he did not yet possess his full power.
Yeah.
With the queen dispatched as a traitor,
Yeah,
I
how
may
about
now
that?
devote myself fully to preparing the boy for the presence of my master.
I unlocked a skill.
I think the last thing your
near-death
body does when
experience.
your head gets decapitated is goes completely limp.
I must prepare the boy for the presence of my master. He's gonna have a bow tie and everything. He'll be all prim and proper.
They have to consider if they put a black or a white bow tie on him.
I just saw a body just fly through the air, stiff as a board, standing upright.
When you're running around with high impact things like meteor and shit, you can actually have bodies stuck in the air.
Oh yeah, I've got a recording of that. That was in the last XXE. He's just in the air, twitching violently.
'Cause if they're in the air long enough, the ragdoll's frozen.
Now their health just fucking catapulted upwards.
They have 24 million health.
So it's okay. I found an axe that has like 200% extra damage on it.
Yes.
It is not ready yet.
Not that it really helps because their health went up just as much. I'm suddenly hitting for like 200k instead of 70.
Yeah, so I think that's actually what will happen, isn't it? Is that because I'm the host, you'll get drops from me.
Too severe.
Yeah, that's why that thing you found was like 2 or 3 levels above me. Everything still takes 20 fucking years to kill though. Basically, we've gone up 60 levels since we started, but the actual gameplay has not changed whatsoever. There's more particles and stuff going on, but everything dies just as slowly and doesn't do anything new. And this area is ice drain hell. Also, there's a goat hole and a meatball just rolling around in circles. Schwas. They're schwa-like in texture and consistency. I think Schwa's like falling asleep on us.
I'm getting pretty tired. I just figured we'd finish this area.
This entire act is actually almost finished.
Mm-hmm.
This is like the longest act in the entire game because they were like, we need to make it filled with filler.
Else is pretty damn short.
And yeah, they needed to fill it with filler, and then they realized they only had a weekend left to finish the rest of the game. So Tony just like recolored some stuff and threw it in for the rest of the act, and that was it.
That ability is not yet recharged.
Oh, that's a goblin. I forgot those even existed. We haven't seen one of those ever.
They're pretty rare in
Can't
story.
carry anymore.
Didn't drop anything interesting though.
I mean, I just constantly get to hear goblin noises because of my fucking ring.
Yeah.
Or power. I don't even know which it is anymore.
Me neither. This is some riveting gameplay here. Interns slowly come out of the chicken bucket. Schwa used a doohickey, it didn't even move their health.
That's the great thing about the higher difficulties is the traps and shit just don't function.
I just love how they tried to put so much attention onto those in their demos, and they just like exist in like two places and don't really serve any purpose.
My strength has increased.
They were like, hey guys, we've got map design. Oh, we don't have map design, but that's okay. It's kind of like how they were trying to show off IK and the StarCraft 2 thing. They used it for one unit.
Yeah.
I must wait to use that ability.
A unit that everybody has universally agreed was a very bad addition to the game. And has caused them nothing but grief in terms of balancing.
What I got.
What have you got? Is it grim rigging?
Grim rigging.
Grim rigging. Wow, that's grim. I don't know if I can contain that.
I would drop this too, but it's 48.6% more damage.
Man, that's dire. How do you feel about that, Schwa? Isn't that dire?
Dire Helix.
That's so dire.
The Chamber of Suffering. Oh, this place. I remember this.
There will be some suffering.
Back in Tristram crying over the old man's corpse. She'll soon have another one to cry over.
He's so big.
Meet the butcher.
He's a big man. Prepare for an intense effect. Check out his hook. It's just got like a couple of blue particles on it from, you know, the Babylon 5's first CGI.
I like how he didn't even say Fred Nate.
Sad.
Oh. I suppose that'll happen every now and then. I was looking at those indicators and I thought, you know, that looks really a lot like the bash effect. XD. Hey now. I'm not about that life. I'm about the schwas. The interacting effect looks terrible. Oh god. Ah, jeez.
My injuries are too severe.
Schwa almost died to that. At least he didn't get hooked, stuck inside the fire, unable to move like me. Like how you flash white when you're taking damage from the fire. I also like how you take no damage, because that's how the meatball is still rolling around. There's meat. No.
Oh my god. My armor's broken.
Have some fire.
I will.
Ah, jeez.
Your job is just to keep reviving me over and over again.
Yep, I'm padding my revive achievements, of which I'm sure exist in this game somewhere. The meatball is spinning. Bunch of worthless trash.
Carry more.
Respawning health is another big thing they've got in these areas, because they have unavoidable damage, so we may as well just have respawning health everywhere too.
Truth about the butcher demon was more startling than I ever anticipated. Evidently, there are many of them within the burning hells, though they used to be solely under Diablo's command.
I remember
Does
this.
any of this architecture make
Stitched
sense to
together
you?
from the parts of other
No.
demons to combine their strengths, then
We're in,
given life through
Moria.
wicked magic.
We're in budget Moria.
Khazad-dûm.
Someone was like, man, we made like 5 more million bricks than the 100,000 we needed.
Also, the macaroni without fire in it is eliminated again. I love that.
Are you ready for the best sound?
Oh yes.
I am dying.
Take up your sword.
My sword.
You just have. He just became bigger.
I
Yes, he
remember
did.
now. I was an archangel of the high heavens. I was the embodiment of justice. I am.
I also like how they put Tyrael as his name long before he says it.
Yep. Here, have some gold. He just like fishes it out of his pocket and throws it to the floor.
My mind, friend. And now I remember the warning I came to deliver. Belial and Asmodan, the last lords of hell,
This
are
blood.
unleashing a tide of darkness that will drown this
Darkness.
world.
There's that word again.
Already, Belial's shadow has fallen upon Chaldean.
I am the hand of the gods. Belial and his demons do not frighten me.
We must move quickly. Let us return to Tristram and make ready.
You're always talking about how you're never frightened about anything. Tyrael must be really impressed by your bravery.
He faded out. You could see the unbloodied ground.
DirectX 9.
You might be interested.
Really, really bad DirectX 9, considering that's not supposed to be a fucking overlay.
This entire fucking cinematic coming up is so cringy.
Oh boy.
Time grows short, my friends. Even now, Belial's influence is spreading through Chaldea.
But how will we find him?
We won't have to. Magda and her coven will lead us straight to him.
I'm not going anywhere until Uncle Deckard's been laid to rest.
Let us bury
Got his
your
cape.
uncle. Then we will have justice for your uncle's killers.
I have called for a caravan to guide us to the east. Speak to the caravan master when you are ready to go. We will see to Cain as we depart.
In Diablo 3, the Caravan Master doesn't even deserve a fucking name. He's not even a Caravan Master, he's the Caravan Leader.
My friend, shall we depart to Chaldeum?
Let's do it.
Let's do this.
Ooh, that rolled too.
I see a ringing artifacting on the tree from DivX, because that's what this is encoded in.
It was all just stories. My uncle saw what he wanted to see.
Deckard sacrificed much to protect this world. But his work is not over.
What would you know about sacrifice?
Tyrael, the ancient law of the high heavens strictly forbids us from interfering with the mortal world. Yet you have done so, brazenly.
All I am guilty of, Imperius, is bringing justice, while you hide, cowering behind your throne.
Silence! You will now answer for your transgressions.
Lens dirt. Even in heaven we have lens dirt. His spear dragging on the floor creates sparks.
You cannot judge me. I am justice itself. We were meant for more than this. To protect the innocent. But if our precious laws bind you all to inaction, then I will no longer stand as your brother.
You chose to be one of us.
Hey, you can't just touch men.
Thus, I fell
Lens dirt.
willingly.
Lens flares.
Because humanity is the only hope for this world.
I like how Tyrael's a fucking giant compared to her.
I never believed.
I was just gonna say his hand
Crazy
is
tales
massive.
would work.
His fucking
I like how she
finger
says-
is her arm.
I like how she's like, I never believed your crazy tales. And before she's talking about how they're like always hunting for artifacts and shit. And I also like how half the flame on his torch is made out of sulfur.
They're just stories, as I have an angel standing behind me.
Man, that was dramatic. Don't you like how all cookie cutter choreography all Blizzard's cinematics are? Oh, we gotta watch some overlay rape again.
Now that Tristram is safe,
This is how much budget we have.
I travel to Chaldeum, the great city of the East.
This can't even display at 30
It has
FPS
fallen
properly.
before one of the last
Much less 60.
lords of hell, Belial.
24 is more
I
cinematic.
mean to set the city free.
This is not a consistent 24 either. It's like jumping between like 15 and 30. Like
Why did
it's
I-
very clearly not a smooth animation.
I spawned and I made a noise.
Alright, Schwa, what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to push the Z button and look at these bushes that we're standing beside. You're gonna see these bushes throughout the rest of the game, and they're gonna tear into your very soul.
They're stretchy.
They are stretchy. Look at the wall. It's high res. You also notice that while Act 1 had like a lot of baked shadowing in some parts, we're gonna rapidly see less and less and less of that until I reach the penultimate fuck that is one of these towns where there's clear torch shadows hanging around in the air. That may have been in adventure mode though. Can't remember.
I'll hurt you if you try to steal.
What is wrong with the font in this area? I think it's his name. Like,
what? Yeah. The font is totally fucked. Holy shit. Look at it. It's...
Why is it so fuzzy?
This... I don't...
it's like fine over here, but...
Yeah, when you're standing against the sand,
it's probably because it's like close to the same color as the sand, so they put like a weird...
Yes, but it's not supposed to do that. It has shadowing. It's like... Oh my goodness.
I think it's completely fucking destroyed.
Here we are. Chaldeum, Jewel of the East. Uncle Deckard loved this place.
He wouldn't now.
Back to having a weapon?
Spell of Belial, Lord of
Your
Light.
feet.
I can smell his stench on the air.
We will split up. You two search for Belial while I hunt Magda. Cain's death must be avenged.
Yeah, there's, I don't know, some odd things going on.
Stretchy cape.
You don't exist below the knees.
I don't have that bug.
Yeah, you do.
I see my shadow.
Is it connecting to your body?
Yeah. Are you're telling me that the shadow like just cuts off?
It does that if you don't have smooth shadows on, if you don't have blurry shadows enabled. These shadows
Then you got this
cuts
table
off on the ground.
You got this table. They can be asked to pick a shadow for that at all. You've got this rug shadow. It makes it look like it's floating in the fucking air because that's a decal like those they use in Legacy of the Void. Because Blizzard got in this obsession with baking shadow textures onto a decal. That's why you have so much of this shit that looks like it's casting shadows in the wrong areas. Those aren't real shadows. They're decals. That's also probably one of the reasons why the game stutters a lot, because it's actually more performance intensive to do that because you're loading all these fucking textures and 2D projections. And over here, this thing doesn't have shadows at all. Or this rug. Like, if you're gonna do one thing, do one thing. Don't do like 30 fucking different things in one spot, and Schwa just got like every achievement in the game.